Not too long ago, I had the privilege of attending what was actually the inaugural training event for the E.C.O survival group here in Georgia, right outside Atlanta. It was a really great training weekend that covered everything from tactical to primitive skills. And this quick video, we're just going to kind of give you a short glimpse of what all went on that weekend. So that's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. If you saw my videos from Blade Show this year, you may have seen the kind of a sneak peek I did, a quick interview with Native and Alan Kay from the E.C.O survival group. And basically what they've done is they have gathered together kind of a consortium of very qualified individuals to teach a broad range of survival skills, everything from primitive skills and flint knapping and primitive fire, all the way up to tactical firearms related skills, and pretty much everything in between. So just a wide range of skills that you can learn from some very accomplished individuals who have been there and done that. I actually did individual interviews with all the instructors that were there that weekend, and I'll be showing those in separate videos. But in this video, I kind of just want to give you an overview of what the E.C.O survival group is all about, and maybe quickly introduce you to the instructors. So the person that kind of introduced me to the E.C.O survival group is a guy named Native. And Native is a very interesting individual. He has actually lived off-grid pretty much his entire life. By that I mean he really has not been connected to the infrastructure as you and I know it. He was raised by kind of prepper parents, so he's original prepper hippie, he calls himself, I think. And his lifestyle has really given him some great skills in self-reliance and sustainability and different survival skills. And he's just a very interesting guy. He also plays a pretty mean guitar. When I first met Native, he was with Alan Kay. You may remember Alan Kay. He was the a lone season 1 winner. Not only does he have excellent survival skills, which he proved basically on that show, but he also has a background in law enforcement, so he brings that to the table as well as far as his firearms and tactical skills and training. Another one of the great instructors there is Justin Vititio. He was on season 2 of Alone. He was in the Army for I think about 20 years or so, much of that time as a sniper, so he's very qualified to teach those type of skills. Next person you'll see in some of these videos and in the interviews is Lee Brown. Lee's actually he was my contact point to begin with for the group. He is a graduate of Native's 4-Wind Survival School, and so he's been through the entire survival training process at 4-Wind Survival School, which gives him the unique ability to really relate to how a regular person who maybe wasn't brought up in this environment can relate and learn those skills, and he's done a very good job of doing that. Another guy who I found very, very interesting was Justin Cook. If you saw the show Men, Women, Wild on, I think it was the Discovery Channel, he and his wife survived like 21 days in Norway, basically just using everything they could put in one backpack. So very interesting guy. He's just a very, very accomplished flint napper and primitive skills trainer. The stuff he can make with a piece of rock is unbelievable, and he's very accomplished in that. Which if you talk to him for a few minutes, you'll also realize that he's also extremely well educated, and I think he's a scientist by trade. He's just a great guy, and he brings those primitive skills and really a great teaching ability to the E.C.O survival group. And finally, there's Cowie. Cowie Lonnie is his actual name. Cowie Lonnie Moorhead to be exact. And Cowie was raised in a native Hawaiian village, so he really learned the traditional native skills there. He's also translated that into mainland type survival skills. I know he spent a pretty good bit of time in the wilderness with Matt Graham, and he's really got some great skills. Cowie actually taught me how to throw a atlatl, and his advice enabled me to stick it pretty good on the first throw ever, which I thought was pretty cool. But we had a great time the first weekend here in Georgia. We covered everything from some tactical type training and concealed carry to edible and medicinal plants to primitive fire to stone knapping to atlatls and just primitive weapons, just a whole lot of cool stuff. And just had a really great time hanging out with these guys. I gotta say, one thing that I really took away from this weekend was that it is E.C.O survival group, definitely not ego survival group. I mean, these guys, they're all at the top of their game. Not once did I get the impression, hey, this is about look how smart I am, or how good I am, or how important I am. They just all seem to be very genuinely concerned with making sure that you learn what you need to learn. It was a great weekend. If you get an opportunity to check out the E.C.O survival group, I highly encourage you. I think they're a very, very highly qualified group of guys who teach a wide range of skills. Anyway, stay tuned for individual interviews with each of these guys that I'll be posting on the channel. But I just kind of want to give you a little bit of a kind of an overview and a sneak peek of what you might could expect. If you want to check out an E.C.O survival group training event, I highly encourage you to do so. I'll put links where you can contact them and get in touch with them in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday, and very often random videos throughout the week. You know, click right over here, you can watch another one. If you're not subscribed, please click down in the corner right down there and do that. I'd really appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident. So be prepared. I'll see you next time.